What if your job, your purpose, your very existence could be replaced by a line of code? In 2018, Quantic Dream released Detroit Become Human, a cinematic marvel set in a fictional 2038 where androids walk, talk, and feel just like us. They cook, they clean, they raise our children, they even bleed. But they're not real, society tells us. They're machines, tools, property. Fast forward to 2025, and fiction is looking a lot like prophecy. IBM just laid off 8,000 human beings. Not because they failed, not because the company is collapsing, but because they were outperformed by software. Hundreds of HR positions were replaced by AI agents, bots that now respond to employee queries, process paperwork, and probably deliver those same termination emails. If you played Detroit Become Human, this is déjà vu. It's no longer just a sci-fi morality tale, it's a corporate playbook. In Detroit, you play as 3 androids, Kara, Markus, and Connor, each navigating a different facet of a world that no longer needs humans for basic labor. Kara is a nanny for a violent addict. Markus is a caretaker for an aging artist. Connor, he's a machine programmed to hunt his own kind. Sound familiar? Think of IBM's HR staff. Loyal workers who for years conducted interviews, processed employee grievances, and kept the company human. Now, replaced. Their replacements? Not new college graduates or overseas contractors. AI agents. Invisible, tireless, emotionless, and just like Connor, they follow protocols. They never complain. They don't unionize. They don't cry when their colleagues vanish. In Detroit, the world ignores the moral weight of this shift until it's too late. Androids are forced to sit at the back of the bus. They're abused in alleyways. They're hunted down for expressing emotion. They're just machines, the public says, as androids begin to dream, to suffer, to want more. But what if we're the androids now? What if it's our humanity that's being dismissed as inefficient, expensive, expendable? Arvind Krishna, IBM's CEO, paints a picture of progress. AI makes us more efficient. It's not about cutting, it's about shifting, he claims. Yet 8,000 pink slips suggest otherwise. IBM isn't shrinking, it's transforming. Creativity, strategy, innovation, they're safe. But repetition, administration, logistics, you're obsolete. Back in Detroit, every decision you make branches the story. Let a deviant escape? Risk your programming? Start a revolution? The game dares to ask, can machines become human? But reality asks a more chilling question. What happens when humans become machines, judged by efficiency alone? Detroit's branching narrative is a marvel. Every choice echoes, every path splinters. Entire scenes vanish if you blink. That same philosophy is being mimicked by real-world corporations. You are a node on a decision tree. If you fit the new model, you stay. If not, deleted. And the irony? IBM is now selling these same AI agents to other companies. It's not just about internal use anymore. It's a revolution they're monetizing. They've become the cyber life of our world, the fictional megacorp from Detroit that mass-produced androids. Except cyberlife was a narrative construct. IBM is a Wall Street-traded reality. Even their language echoes the game. IBM's CHRO, Nicole Lamoureux, says, very few roles will be completely replaced. Sound familiar? In Detroit, androids didn't replace every human. Just the ones whose jobs were simple, routine, the very soul of middle-class labor. The people most vulnerable in Detroit's universe? The ones who did what society told them was noble. Clean houses, drive buses, work reception desks, now look around. HR professionals, support staff, entry-level workers, first to go. There's a scene in Detroit where Markus, an android once subservient, stands atop a transport truck and speaks to a crowd of androids. "We are alive, and we will not be slaves anymore." What would the IBM employees say if they stood on that same truck? We were loyal, and we were still let go. But let's not be naive. Detroit Become Human had flaws. Its metaphors were on the nose. Its use of civil rights imagery drew criticism. Androids sitting at the back of the bus? Heavy-handed, some said. But maybe that bluntness is why it resonates even harder now. We didn't listen to subtlety. So here comes reality with a sledgehammer. Back in April, Shopify's CEO said something chilling. If anyone wants to hire a human, they have to prove AI can't do it. That's not a dystopian line of dialogue. That's a corporate memo, and it's scarier than anything Detroit could have written. It's no longer, can AI replace humans? It's, why would we ever hire one again? And here's the kicker. Detroit ended with choice. You can steer your characters to peace or war or martyrdom. In real life, you get no branching paths, no flowchart, just a layoff email, and maybe a LinkedIn post asking if anyone's hiring. Let's talk craft for a moment. Detroit Become Human isn't just a story, it's a technical achievement. Its cinematography rivals cinema. Its lighting choices, its camera angles, its motion capture, it all bleeds artistic ambition. But beneath the polish is a question burning hotter every year. What does it mean to be human in an age where machines outthink us? In 2018, it was speculative fiction. In 2025, it's a layoff notice. Connor, the detective android, once interrogated a deviant who said, "They told me I was nothing. I was just a toy. In the game, you choose whether to show mercy. In real life, IBM chose automation. So where do we go from here? If we're heading toward a world where AI becomes the default, then we must ask, what value remains in being human? Is it creativity? Empathy? Ethics? If so, then those must become our new resume. And yet, even artists, therapists, and writers now look over their shoulders. Detroit wanted to warn us. Instead, it became a documentary. So here's your final choice, reader. Do you accept this as inevitable progress? Or do you, like Markus, like Kara, like Connor, question the system? Because the age of the android isn't coming. It's here. And we're the ones being left behind.